I don't know why, but always, even in my journals, I don't write the exact things that happens in my life and like the names of the people. So I decided that I want to be more honest even with myself and not talking like overall about some things, but like talking about exact events. And this is kind of like exposure therapy. So I decided to start a little yippee yappy podcast session. I started a new project this Monday, and it honestly feels like a burden. I don't know. I felt like for the previous months that my life is changing drastically. Like I saw all the signs around me, like magical signs, if you will, and like real things and events happening in my life. And I felt like I'm on the edge of a new era or something. And somehow I drove off this road. I don't know. And now I'm back at where I was at. So my project was changing, and there were signs that like I could quit my job, like quit my software engineering job and start working in more creative areas. And somehow my manager found me a new project. And I was like, okay, I'm just going with the flow. I don't want to make any decisions, especially things like quitting my job, because like it's the only stable things in my life. It's something that gives me safety, you know, because like it's the money that I get every month, and doesn't matter what else I would do, I still like have this thing that I can count on. So I was like, okay, yes, I'm going with the flow. Maybe I will be doing everything in parallel, like my regular job and my creative things. But it's starting to feel like it's interfering a lot. Like I've been trying to set up my YouTube channel, all the social media for years, and I didn't do it because I didn't have enough energy to do all that after my work, because my work can be exhausting sometimes. I don't know what to do. I had an introduction to the project, and all my teammates are kind of they're in a stress. They're openly in a stress because of this project, because they're in a rush. They're always in a rush on this project, and I don't like this energy. But also, I still don't feel like I am able to make this decision to quit it, even like to change for another company, because like if you're in IT, you know how hard it is to go through all the interviews, through all the things. It's like super exhausting. So I don't really in the mood to do all that, honestly. And I don't know where to move next, you know? I'm not liking the flow anymore because I don't think that it is mine, and I'm not sure what to do with that. So I decided to just, I don't know, to open up, because I feel like I'm closing like a lot of things, as I already said, even from myself, even when I'm journaling. I'm talking overall, like it sounds like I'm explaining to the person that I first met my life, you know. I don't get into the details, I don't give the names, I don't say the exact events, what happened and why do I feel like that about it. So yeah, I don't know. Also the weather, like I live in Spain, in the southern Spain, so it's always sunny and warm here, but for the last few days and for the next like week more, it's super rainy and it's super overcasted and gloomy, and I don't like that. I mean, I like that overall. It's okay weather, especially when you have like 360 days of sun each year, but yeah, right, 365, okay, I did the math right. But not when I'm in a bad mood, you know? That's what I like about the Spain. Doesn't matter the mood, you always have a sun to rely on. But now I'm in a bad mood, everything feels heavy, and the weather is like that. Okay. Recording this podcast kind of feels scary, because I feel like I'm not used to talking about things like that, like openly about how I don't want to do things. I always feel guilty because of that, like, oh, I'm ungrateful and stuff, even though like it's bad for me. I don't know. That's why, like, oh, you don't like your job, but you have a good job. Yeah, I do have. But it doesn't mean that like it's the best one, you know, like exactly like the project and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what I have in my notes to talk about today. Also, this microphone, like, I hate that it changes color. Let me know what you think about it. Because when I bought it, I googled and it said that there is an app to set the exact colors that you want, and that's it. But it's only for Windows. Like, they don't have the app for MacBook. And I have a MacBook. I don't have Windows. So it's gonna be rainbowy all the time. And also I bought it like a couple of years ago, so I cannot return it as well. Maybe I will buy another one later if I will be in a mood of doing the podcast one more time. I know that I'm super bad with discipline. Like, it's one of the things that never worked for me. Since I was little, like, my parents was always like, yeah, if you don't want to do that something, just don't do that, you know. I never was forced or like asked to do any like sports or anything if I didn't like it anymore. I kind of regret it because I did a lot of cool stuff like gymnastics, dance, art, but once I was like, oh, I don't want to go today, my parents were like, okay, then don't go. And on one hand, it was okay, it was nice because I felt happy in the moment, but at the end I started a lot of things and I never finished any, so I don't have any specific skill, and it's kind of sad. And that's it. And that's why it's hard for me now as an adult to build my discipline, my routine, because if I'm in a bad mood and I don't want to do something, I don't feel the motivation to do it. Like, the big goal doesn't exist for me, kind of, you know. I always ask my boyfriend how does he do it, because even when he's like in the worst mood, he still will do things for the future, for himself. And I'm like, how do you do that? And he's like, and how do you not? Like, I just think about that. I don't want to feel like that, and I don't want to be in this place. That's why I need to move, and I move. And I'm like, okay, I have no idea how to do that. And I'm working in therapy, so don't recommend me that. And I'm getting better, actually. I have like a stable routines in the morning and in the evening, like my skincare, self-care stuff. But it's hard for me to do big things. Big things like putting a lot of energy in something, like doing my YouTube channel is super hard for me because I don't believe in myself, and it's something that doesn't really rely on me. It kind of feels like other people should like me for it to grow, you know. So it kind of like I cannot control it, and I don't like that. I mean, yeah, I'm a controlling person, but I'm trying not to be. So that's why it's hard for me to put in their energy, because I am not 100% sure that I will get what I want, like that I will have the community, that I'm not talking to just a plain wall, you know. And that's why I like my profession, because in my profession everything's strict. Like, you do have skills, you can do these projects, and you can have this salary. Like, everything is super clear and understandable. But on the creative things that I actually like inside, everything is like super unclear. Like, I like do pottery, but how can I monetize it to make a living? Or like, I love crocheting, but as well, how do I monetize it? I have no idea how to do business. Even though like my parents, they're business people through and through, like their whole life, and I grew up thinking that all the adult people do the work like that, like everybody doing business. That's what I knew. And I have this thinking as a business person, but it's always hard for me to work with other people. It doesn't matter if it's like working in sales, like when you're working directly with person, or like working just as a business and trying to sell your products. It's always hard for me to take this responsibility somehow, because my education is in advertisement and PR. So I know how to do marketing. I know how to like do videos, SMM, all that stuff. But I don't know. I cannot take this responsibility, kind of. Like, if I'm working in a team, it doesn't matter. But if I'm taking responsibility for myself, like I'm creating a product and I need to promote it, I have no idea how to do that. And it feels, I don't know, terrifying. to me, and doing social media is kind of feels the same. My product is my videos, is my photos, and I have no idea how to promote it. I mean, I do have an ideas, but I don't want to do that somehow. I don't know. I'm not sure in my product. That's why I don't want to push it, you know? I don't want to like spend money on the advertisement or something. Or like even feel proud inside, like not talking even about like materialistic stuff, but just like feeling inside that like I'm proud. I want to show my video to everyone. I literally didn't share like my YouTube channel almost to anyone, just like my parents and my boyfriend and my best friend, and that's it. Because I don't feel proud of it, and I know that it is okay because I just started and I should not be proud. Well, I mean, I should have, but like it's okay that the videos doesn't look like I want them to look like they're not perfect yet because I don't have the skill, I don't have the experience. But I don't know, I want it to be perfect, and it's silly. And my boyfriend is always saying like, oh, you don't have a motivation because you don't like that you're not good at it from the first time. And I'm like always, no, you're not right, I don't like it. But actually, like, it's kind of true. It is kind of true. Not 100%, okay, but it is. I think I have some like rules in my head that I'm following, and it's always like my therapist always saying like, how do you do it like that you I don't like the discipline because it feels like super strict rules, like I'm in a cage and I cannot move anywhere aside from that. But at the same time, I have a lot of rules for myself that I chose and that I don't ever break, kind of. And it's like, how does it work? How does one rules that I make are good and others are bad? It's hard. That's why, like right now, I kind of feel like I'm conditioned to be working full time. Like I conditioned myself. Like I know that I will put enough effort in all my creative processes. I will make a living of it. Or like even, you know, like when you see on TikTok people like doing photos for Airbnbs and they're traveling all the time and they're happy, but I'm in my head like, no, I cannot do it. I have my fiance, I have my cats. I cannot live the funny life because I'm not a young single person anymore. But at the same time, what does it mean? What does it mean if I have family, I cannot live a fun life? What do you mean, Luisa? What does it mean? And I had this thought this morning when I was scrolling through TikTok, and I was like, no, it's not for me. And I'm like, what? Why is it not for me? That is for me, if I want it. Everything is for me, if I want it, okay? Deal. It's honestly like the outside circumstances always affect my mood, my thoughts and stuff. And like this weather, even when I had this like eye-opening thought that I am allowing myself to have a fun life, I look out of the window and I'm like, okay, it's a heavy day. Why is it a heavy day? I'm like, okay, my project is super hard and like everybody is stressed there. Meanwhile, I'm literally filming the podcast during the working hours because like the tasks that are assigned to me are easy. I don't know. I think it's my perspective and I probably should change it. I remember I listened to some podcast a while ago, probably it was like Emma Chamberlain or something, about the shifting the perspective, and it's like super easy thought. Like, yeah, everything depends on from what angle you look at things, like the glass is half empty or half full, the way you look at it. And right now, somehow, I think I moved to looking at everything as heavy things. Even though inside of me, I don't feel like depressed or anything. I'm kind of sad and kind of like uninterested in stuff, like in any stuff. But at the same time, like I'm not like depressed. I used to be, I know that feeling. But right now, like I have energy, I can do things. So I should probably do that. Also, yesterday I tried gentle parenting myself. It was super fun. I always see on TikTok people gentle parenting themselves, like talking, like, oh baby, it's time to go to sleep right now. Let's put your phone down. You had a super good day and now you deserve for a good relaxation. Let's go to bed. Let's put on your favorite moisturizer, blah, 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 all the things. And I tried it yesterday because I was sad, the same as I am like kind of today. I just feel that everything is heavy, all the tasks, everything around me. And I was just like, oh yeah, let's hug, let's watch some TV. What do you want to watch? Blah, 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 blah. Like, do you want to eat something sweet? No, 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 no. And it was so nice. And I felt not alone. Like, because usually when I'm sad, I feel super alone. But this time it was not like that. I really felt like the presence of other, like, nice person next to me. So it was nice. I think I'm gonna be trying that, but I usually forget that this option exists overall. So we'll see. I have so many nice like psychological tools that I read from the books, from podcasts, from my therapy, but I always forget that I can use it. I always forget that those are existing, So probably I need to do like a list of stuff that you can apply in your life, but at the same time I have so many things written down and I never look at them. I have right now in rotation like probably 7 journals. They all have different meaning and I do write in them all the time. So I don't think that I need one more thing because I already had like, how it's called, like dopamine menu or something like that. It's called on TikTok, but like my therapist didn't call it like that, but it's just like things that you like to do. And when you feel sad, you can look at this menu and choose what you would like to do right now. It's the things that usually like always make you feel nice, like watching your favorite TV, eating your favorite food, like getting a delivery, or like getting a massage if you can, and all that kind of things, or like doing a free dance, just like with some music. Like I like to do this dancing with how this song is called. Okay, it's by Apollo 440, Stop the Rock. It's the best song to do the like chaotic like tribal dances, it helps me to remove the stress, anxiety, like sometimes even depression, especially if I feel like I have anxiety after caffeine sometimes and I drink like green tea. I don't drink coffee, but I do drink green tea and matcha, and sometimes I feel like my heart can burst right now. So I'm doing the dance to, I don't know, move this excessive energy out, and then I feel better, much better. Also, when I'm like super angry, I can do it as well. Okay, so back to how I'm gonna fix my life. Yay! I have a lot of changes, as I already told at the beginning, in my life right now. Like my project changed. I'm starting with the Pilates. I signed up for the Pilates class, like the reformer one. I signed up for Spanish classes. I do pottery now. And also, what else? I have something else. I don't remember, but I will probably remember in time. Okay. I remembered. I have a classes for makeup. Like, I'm pretty good at makeup, but I never learned it properly, like everything of the internet, as many people do. So I want to change that. I want to, like, level up my makeup game, I want to really know what I'm doing and not just, like, guessing. I'm recording everything for the first time like that, so I hope I'm doing everything correctly and my audio will be saved the way I expect it to be saved. If you know like the good ways to record stuff, please let me know, because I'm using the GarageBand because it's the only app that I have that records the audio separately, and I want to use my microphone because it's like super good quality. So let me know if the quality is off. Okay, moving on. So yeah, I have a lot of good things, so I'm excited about my life. I'm excited about doing the Pilates because I'm into Pilates. I'm into sports recently in working out, but I like doing it with people, and I'm going to be doing Pilates with my best friend and my neighbor, which is my friend also now. So, and they have like classes created for 3 people, so it's going to be like a VIP class for 3 of us, kind of. And it's perfect location for me to go to, so I'm super excited. And also Spanish, like since I live in Spain, and I want to learn a little bit. Like all the people here are super open and easygoing, and I want to have conversations with them, and not all of them speak English, let's put it like that. So it would be super nice to be able to communicate with them. Also, it kind of looks like my camera is like super angled to the side. I hope it's not. Like, I'm excited to do things aside from my work. I feel like the work right now making my life heavier, but like I'm not ready to stop it. I'm not ready to leave it, honestly. And I still enjoy it. Like, I still enjoy, like, my biggest passion in life, I think. Like, I don't have specific things that I love to do. I just have the feeling when you have an idea and then you have a product in the end, like doing all this process by myself. That's why I like doing videos, for example, because like I had an idea, then I did some work around it, and in the end I have a video that exists like separately from me. And the same as with programming, like you have this task to create some feature, you do the work, and in the end like some end user uses the thing, and it's like super cool. And I love this about my work. So I still kind of enjoy what I'm doing, but at the same time, I don't enjoy the exact things that I'm doing, And also it takes more time than it should. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how everything will play out. At least right now, I don't know. It's kind of good, probably, thing for me to learn how I value stuff, how I like want to change my life, probably, put in more effort in my projects and not like forgetting about them, and I don't know, put in more work in where I want to work, Does it make sense? It does, I think. Thank you for tuning in for this pilot episode of my podcast. Let me know if you feel seen after listening to it, because I hope there are more people like me with the feelings like that, like absolutely confused. And I want to talk to you, so please comment down below so we can have a nice conversation about how to live this life. Consider subscribing to help create this community of a safe space, and consider liking this video so we will have more chances to find new recruits for our community. Probably talk to you later. Also, I have like another video already in editing, so expect a vlog from me soon. And it's gonna be not a regular one because I was talking more in it. And if you enjoyed me talking, you will enjoy this one probably as well. Thank you!